So do I have a death wish, or did I just meet up with a stranger from Vinted to buy a secondhand guitar? If this is a scam, it's a really well played off one, because I won't be expecting it if it is. And me being me, I was like, sure, I'll just travel halfway across the country to pick this up. So here's my guitar. I love. I mean, I went and I was safe and nothing happened, but obviously you can't post the guitar, so they were like, do you want to come and collect in person? And me being me, I was like, sure, I'll just travel halfway across the country to pick this up. For those of you who do not know, I swore to never use Vinted again because I got scammed, as many people have been. But normally I sell on Vinted. This is my first time buying on Vinted, and I could not believe my eyes when I saw this guitar for sale. So naturally, I had to do the smart thing and go and get it. I play guitar, I have an acoustic guitar, and I've always wanted an acoustic electric, so I thought, let's go look for some secondhand ones. I got this acoustic electric guitar for 15 quid on Vinted, and I was screaming, and it felt really sus and too good to be true, and everyone I talked to about it kind of felt like it was a scam and felt like I should be careful. But you know, I went, I didn't go alone, and it was literally just a girl my age, and I got the guitar. So I'm going to test it out, check that I wasn't scammed, check that it's not actually dodgy and got something inside of it. When I get inside and I settle down, I'm going to show you the guitar. It is beautiful, it is black. I just cannot believe it was £15 because I spoke to someone at my church and she was like, you got to be careful because this could be a scam. I spoke to my friends and they were like, they could come and kidnap you, because I met the person at their home address. Because Vinted is made for clothes, really. It's not really for selling guitars. But eBay was a nightmare and a half, and I could not navigate that because I didn't know on eBay you have to, it's like an auction. You have to literally put down a bid and then someone can outbid you. And that was so much stress. And then I just thought, Vinted exists. I know my experiences with Vinted have been hit and miss. Hopefully this one won't let me down either, because you know, I was skeptical. I was really skeptical, but the seller was so nice. I kept messaging. They were very quick responses, sending me photos of the guitar. So you know what, I felt a bit like, if this is a scam, it's a really well played off one, because I won't be expecting it if it is. But let's test the guitar out and see. But I have a good feeling that it's all going to be okay. Okay, hi guys. I'm back from collecting my guitar from Vinted. I do just have to applaud the seller. So I got some pics as well. And then let's open up the guitar, because what I need to do now is give it a good clean. So here's my guitar. I love. They gave me a really good quality capo as well. So capo picks and a guitar, all for £15. I was literally screaming. So what I want to do is just give it a bit of a clean, because it's a bit dusty. So I'm going to clean the body first and then clean the neck of the guitar, because I just want to make sure it's all good to go. So fun fact, actually, the guitar I currently have now, I basically rescued that guitar too. It was sitting in my attic at home and no one played it. And little old me was like, oh, why don't I clean it and take it and like redo the strings and everything. And I basically fixed it. And so when I saw this guitar, it kind of hit home for me, because I do have a love for guitars that have been used and abandoned. Like, not even to be all dramatic, but those are my guitar origins. The guitar I currently have now was not bought for me. It was just there and I just decided to use it. And so I feel like that's also kind of why I wanted a secondhand guitar, because if I got like a brand new guitar, A, that would have been expensive, but B, I wouldn't have bonded to it as much, because I bond to my guitars. I name my guitars, I gender my guitars. And before anyone says that's weird, unless you have an instrument, you can't say anything. Okay, let me just clean the back of the neck too, just with anti-back wipes, because you never know where it's been, just to be on the safe side as well, because it is a little bit dusty. But then I don't want to use the anti-back wipes on the metal strings, because I don't want them to rust. because the strings seem to be in pretty good condition. Let me just dry the body as well. My only worry as well is this is an Electro acoustic guitar, so it can plug in and amplify. That's why on the side it has that little bit there. And I play guitar in church, so this is what this will be used for as well. And I sent it to the choir leader and she was like, just double check the electrics work, because that might be why it was sold so cheap. I do have a feeling that if the electrics didn't work, she would have told me when I bought the guitar, but you actually can never be too careful. So this is me trying to just clean out the dust. Oh, that's worked, yeah. I wish I could put anti-bac on this, but I don't want to damage the strings. I don't want them to get wet. Because I can see that it's dusty, but I don't know how to clean it, because cotton buds maybe? Let me get cotton buds and we'll give that a go. I just don't want to ruin the strings, you know. Back in the day when I cleaned my guitar and I didn't know about metal strings, I literally just used wipes across it, but I am tuning now. I can kind of tune by ear, but I like to have a little guitar app because I don't like electric tuners. I find them quite uncomfy. I wonder if any of you guys watching have perfect pitch, because I would say this is tuned, but it's slightly off. That's E. The way I remember guitar strings is elephants and dogs grow big every day. So that's from the top down. So E, A, D, G, B, E. So I'm tuning the B string. That needs tuning. That's G. That's D. There's the A string. Oh, E is borderline. I can never get E 100% though. Yeah. All tuned. This guitar is a lot louder than my old guitar. So my choir leader also told me that metal strings are louder, so I should get a guitar with metal strings. This feels it's really like, I'm playing so soft, and it's a lot louder than like how it is on my other guitar. It's because the last three strings are metal, so it actually makes a big difference. But yeah, I also want to do a video of just me playing guitar, so that'll be coming soon. But for now, I'm just going to test it out a little bit. I learned how to do scales yesterday. Now, for those of you who do not know, I did not learn how to play guitar. I taught myself. So the basic things like scales, like I didn't know, and I taught myself scales for the first time yesterday. So it's something like. That's just a C major scale, so stuff like that. So I just want to give that a go. I just need to practice more scales, and hopefully by the end of summer, I should know most of the scales and be a bit more confident with my playing. Because another thing why I like this guitar is there's this thing called bar chords. But then if I want to change key, you can put your finger flat on and that's where the issue is. I can't bar chord completely, but bar chord's basically where you play the same chord, but then it acts like a capo, because a capo is essentially to change key. So instead of having a capo, you would put your finger there and get your finger to act like the capo. So that's what I need to practice now. I want to be able to bar up and down the whole neck of the guitar, because bar chords are literally horrific because it's so much finger dexterity, and I really struggle with bar chords, hence why I've never bothered to learn them. But new guitar, new me, it's summer, I have time, so I'm probably going to practice a lot. I will keep you guys updated whether this works when plugged into a speaker. That's the final verdict as to whether or not we can trust VINTED. If this works when I plug it into a speaker, I will actually take back everything I said about VINTED and I will start trusting it again. But only time will tell. So I'm going to try this out on church on Sunday, literally make or break whether it's going to work or not. But the setter told me it would work, so I'm really hoping it will work. And I will see you guys with the last update as to what I think of VINTED and what I think of this guitar in a few days.